Hello there. Uh, Today we're going to start Unit 13, Live and Learn. And this unit is on page 114, so please go to your photocopies and we're going to start. Okay, so the topics we are going to cover during this week are for grammar, we are going to study have to, don't have to. And for vocabulary, we're going to cover the school and university subjects, education and training. So those are the topics for this week. Let's start. Vocabulary. School and university subjects. The first exercise, it says work in pairs and discuss. Which of the subjects in the box can you see in the photos? Which subjects do you study at a school or university, or did you study at a school or university? So here we have some photos, some pictures, and here we have the name of the subjects, and what you have to do is to look at the picture, and match the pictures to the corresponding word. I don't know if here, okay, here there are more pictures, and here are the names of the subjects. So let's check them out. First we have geography, then languages, performing arts, business studies, science, medicine, law, history, information technology, design and technology, leisure and tourism, literature, media studies, economics, maths, and engineering. And now we're going to match this vocabulary to. Okay, so let's start. We have here this picture. Is probably a new subject for you. It's called performing. Yes, performing arts. Then we have here this one, and this is, what do you think? Let's see. Let's see that this is science. Okay. Okay, this is probably the most common for you. I guess this is math. And probably here this one is engineering. And this could be, I don't know, let's look at the options. What would it be? Probably geography, I think. Geography, yeah. Okay, so these are the subjects. Okay, geography, languages. Okay, I suppose you don't have any problem with languages. Spanish, English, French, German, Italian, things like that. Performing arts, as you see in the picture, is like acting or singing or dancing and things like that. Business study, business related to, I don't know, economy probably. Science, no problem for you. Also science, we have chemistry, physics, mechanics, and things like that. Science. Medicine, no problem with medicine, I suppose. Law, law. People who study laws, and those are called lawyers. They work in a court or places like those. History, I suppose you have no problem with history. Now we have information technology. Yeah, very useful nowadays. Information technology. Design and technology. Okay, designing. You don't know what the word design, diseño. Yeah, design. Leisure and tourism. Leisure, spare time. Yeah, activities that people do when they have time just to relax or to exercise, or I don't know, just to do something when you are doing nothing. Leisure and tourism. Literature, no problem with literature. And now we have media studies. Media studies is related to music. No, not to music. It's related to radio, television, newspapers, magazines. Yeah, internet. Economics. The study of the, I don't know, economy. Maths. I have no problem with maths. Okay, I have problem with maths, but you are supposed not to have problem with maths. And finally, engineering. Okay, engineering. Let's move to the other exercise. It says, add 3 more subjects to the box. Compare your ideas with your other students. Okay, so um, I know that you studied at school some other subjects that probably are not in this box. So in the school we studied also religion. Yeah. Probably we studied ethics. Sorry. Ethics. Um, Physical education, which is called in English PE, physical education. Um, what else did we study at school? Probably biology. Yeah, biology. Um, Chemistry. Chemistry. Um, I don't know. Many others. Physics, for example. Yeah. And I'm totally sure you have more names. Okay, and now we are going to do exercise number 2. Exercise number 2 says work in pairs and discuss for which of the subjects in exercise 1A, I mean these subjects, and do you need to be good at? So what are the attitudes and strengths you must have to study one of these subjects? So, for example, if you would like to be okay, to study maths, so you have to be good with numbers. Yeah. So numbers are related to maths. Yeah, so we're going to write here maths. Yeah. To be good with people. So if you want to study, for example, medicine, yeah. To be good at art, okay, I guess is performing arts. Yeah. So, at remembering facts. So remember, to be good at remembering, you need to be good with your memory. So, for which of the subjects do you think you need to be good at remembering? Okay, any idea? For me, I suppose, for example, history. Yeah, but there are also some others as, for example, law. Yeah, those are two subjects that you need to have a good memory. And sometimes languages, for example, when you're learning new vocabulary, you have to be good with your memory. So languages too. Yeah. I don't know how good you need to be with your memory for studying engineering, for example. Okay, good with your hands. You need to be good with your hands. What do you think? To be good with your hands, probably not performing arts. No. Let's say, for example, this. Sorry. I lost the page. Um, good with your hands. For example, design. I guess. Remember design. Design is diseño, so you need to be good with your hands, probably for those. Um, what about, for example, no, I don't know. I don't know which others. Um, with machines, you need to be good with machines for studying, perhaps engineering. Yeah. You need to be good at writing to study literature. And you need to be good at speaking to study, for example, languages, I guess. Okay. I know that there are more other options, so think about them and write them in your photocopies. Okay, and now here we have in exercise number 3. In exercise it says work in pairs and discuss. So we have here some questions for you to think about them. Think about these questions, and you have to, okay, if you want, you can write your answers in your notebook or just do the exercise by yourself. Which of the subjects in exercise 1A interests you the most? So which one is the one that calls your attention? Yeah. Why? Yeah. Which of the subjects are you least interested in? So this is the contrary, the one that you will probably never study. Yeah. So it is the least interested in for you. And why? When did you start primary school? When did you start primary school? Yeah. What age? What year? When did you start secondary school? Yeah. What age? What year? Which did you like best? Which did you enjoy better? And why? And finally, is it difficult to get into university in Colombia? What do you think? Is it difficult to go to university and study in Colombia? Which courses are most difficult to get on? So let's say in Colombia, which are the most difficult careers to study at university? And why do you think this is? So what are the reasons those careers are the most difficult to get in Colombia? Good. Now let's move to the grammar focus. Yeah, the grammar focus for for this week. Grammar focus 1. It says have to and don't have to. So this is just the negative form of this have to. Number 1. It says read the email below and answer the questions. So we have two questions for a reading we are going to do. The first question is, what course is Daniel going to do? And the second question is, when does it start? When does the course start? So let's check the email. This is Daniel, and this is the email that Daniel is writing to Eva. Eva must be a friend, I guess, or I don't know, probably his girlfriend. I don't know. Let's read. Hi, Eva. I told you before that my job is a bit boring and that I really want to teach geography in a secondary school. Okay, so this guy is probably bored, yeah, with his job, and he's trying to look for another opportunity, starting uh, a new career. Well, I've decided to do it. Mhm. Before I can get a job as a teacher, I have to do a training course and get the right qualifications. Mhm. It's very important if you want to be a teacher or when you want to have a new career or change your activity. It's very important to have the correct or the right qualifications to do that job. If you don't have them, so you have to train. Okay, so this guy has to study and do a course, yes, just to have the right qualifications. And the thing is, I can't afford to leave work while I do the training. But I have found a college where I can do a part time course so I don't have to stop work completely. This happened to many people. Yeah, uh, probably you want to study, but you don't have the time to do it. So you have to sometimes ask for permission. If you're lucky, you're going to obtain that permission from your employer, and you will have to study in the evenings or at the weekends, or I don't know. Um, it's a 2 year course, and I have to go to college evenings and weekends. In the evenings or weekends. I also have to do a lot of studying at home. Yeah, yes, this is normally true. Yeah, well, you are studying and you are working, so you have to, I don't know, take advantage of the time as most as possible. Um, the college is near where I live, so I don't have to travel very far, which is good. It starts next month. I'm really excited about it all. Uh-huh. So one advantage, he doesn't have to go further. Um, how is your new course? Do you have to do a lot of homework? Write soon and tell me about it, Daniel. Okay. So at the end of the email, we didn't guess if Eva is his girlfriend or his friend. Probably is his sister. Good. So the questions. Question one: what course is Daniel going to do? So Daniel is going to teach geography. So probably he's gonna do a course in geography. Yeah, is one option. Uh, but also it says the qualifications to be a teacher. Yeah, he wants to be a teacher and he needs to have the right qualifications. So probably also the to be a teacher. Yeah, he needs to do a course to be a teacher. And when does the course start? The course starts. I saw. Okay, it starts next month. So the answer is next month. Good. Now, read the email again and choose the correct answers. So, we are going to do this exercise. So, Daniel likes or doesn't like his job at the moment. Um, does he like it? Doesn't he like it? How is he feeling his actual job? Well, I guess is doesn't like. Yeah. Question number two. He wants to teach children or adults? What do you think? Is children or is it adults? Um, in a high school, so in a high school, does okay. So children. Number three, he has got or hasn't got the right qualifications. What do you think? Well, if he's going to study, so the correct answer is that he hasn't got the right qualifications to be a teacher. Number four, he wants to do a part-time course or a full-time course. Remember that this guy is studying, so he wants to do a part-time course, just not to quit his work. Yeah. And finally, number five, he lives a long way from the college or he doesn't live a long way from the college. And he doesn't live, yeah, he doesn't live a long way from college. And this is the reading about Daniel. Okay, now let's move to the grammar box. Match sentences 1 to 4 with the meanings A and B. So here we have 4 sentences and here we have the meanings. So we're going to write A or B, A or B. Okay, so let's check it out. It says, before I can get a job, I have to do a training course. Is it necessary to do this? Or it isn't necessary to do this? Have to do, so it is necessary to do this. We're going to write A. I have to go to college evenings and weekends. It is necessary to do this. It isn't necessary to do this. It says have to, so it is necessary. Yeah. Now, sentence number 3. I can do a part-time course, so I don't have to stop. I don't have to stop. So, it isn't necessary to do this. And number 4, the college is near where I live, so I don't have to travel very far. I don't have to, so it isn't necessary. Right? So we use have to when it is necessary to do something, and we use don't have to when it is not necessary to do something. Okay, now let's move to the exercises. Practice. Make sentences about your country. Yeah, we're going to think about Colombia. Using have to and don't have to. So we're going to complete these sentences using have to or don't have to and thinking about Colombia. So in Colombia, in most schools, you have to or don't have to wear a uniform. Yes. In Colombia, most of the schools we have to wear a uniform, remember? And study a foreign language. What do you think? What do you think? You have to study foreign language, normally English, yeah. Do sport every day. Sport every day? Don't think so. Yeah, just once a week, so don't have to. You don't have to do sport every day. Good. The second part says when you have an interview for a job or a course, so when you are going to ask for a place in a job or in a course, yeah. So you normally have an interview And when you have the interview, you show all your qualifications. So, is it important to show your qualifications? What do you think? What do you think? I think that if I want that job, so I have to show, yeah, my qualifications. So you have to show. Talk about your experience, of course, and sometimes it's complicated when you don't have it, yeah, but you have to, yeah, have it or not, you have to. And show you can speak a foreign language in Colombia, yeah, probably in some places, but no, generally it is not necessary, so don't have to. The third part we have when you are learning to drive, very important. When you're learning to drive, you learn with a qualified instructor. Yes, you have to, but many people don't do it. How do you learn to drive? Oh, my uncle taught me. Yeah, it's very common that in Colombia people learn how to drive with relatives and then they go to the school. Yeah. B. Take a written test as well as a practical test. Nowadays, yes, you have to. And do a first aid test. I don't think so. No, you don't have to. And it's very important. It's very important to know how to attend a person when he or she's suffering an accident. Yeah. Okay, these are the practice for our unit. Now, let's move to the second part. Okay, so this is some vocabulary about education and training. Um, the first exercise says choose the correct answers. So here we have some verbs, and what we're going to do is to make a correct sentence using the appropriate verb. So, an exam. Um, you use the verb lose or the verb fail. Yeah. So, what do you think? Lose or fail? When talking about exams, we don't use lose. The correct verb we have to use is fail. Fail an exam. Uh, it implies you didn't pass. And when you use the verb lose, is for example when you lose something material, but in this case it's not material, it's an exam. Into university, number two, into university. Go into university or get into university. So the appropriate verb is, okay, get. Get into university. That is like be admitted, yeah, to study in the university. Now, get a degree or make a degree. This one is easy, right? You don't make a degree, you get a degree. Well, number four is make a course or do a course. Make or do. Okay, so also very easy, do a course. And number five, decide a career or choose a career. And this is another very easy one. It is choose a career. Yeah. Number six is applied to or apply for. Okay, so it is not apply to, it is apply for. Yeah, apply for a job, apply for a course. Number seven, take or have an interview. Now the answer is have an interview, right? Number eight, train. to be a chef or train for be a chef? And here the correct answer is train to be a chef. Number 9, do unemployed or be unemployed? This is an easy one. It is be unemployed. And finally, number 10, do money or earn money? This is another very easy one. It is earn money. Good. Well, this is the vocabulary for the education and training. Now we are going to do this reading. Is an advert for college. Yeah, and we're going to do the reading just to check out these sentences if they are correct or not. And after that, we're going to do exercise number 2. Yeah. So let's do the reading. It is Chesterton College of Adult Education. Did you fail your exams? Did you need some advice about choosing a career? Do you need to earn money? Do you want to get a university degree? Do you want help with an applying for a job? Are you unemployed? Yes. So in these questions, we can see that it is fail exams. Yeah. Choose a career. Yeah. Earn money. Get a degree. Yeah. Apply for a job. Be unemployed. Yeah. So we were correcting most of the sentences. And now we continue. Why don't you come and talk to us about what we can offer you? At Chesterton College of Adult Education, you can do courses in geography, literature, media studies, a wide range of subjects. Yeah, and you can train to be a chef, a teacher, a plumber, all kinds of different jobs. Yeah, you can talk to an advisor about choosing a career, and engineering, medicine, whatever interests you. You can get help with how to get into university or how to apply for a job. Yeah, come and have an interview today. Have an interview. See our website, and this is the email or the phone, and that is the phone number. Chesterton College of Adult Education. Live and learn. It's never too late to learn something new. Now, exercise 2 says put verbs in the exercise 1A into the categories below. Some can go in more than one category. So we have here college and university and work. So these sentences in here, yeah, the ones we studied previously, these ones, where can you use them? At work or at college or school? So let's see. Fail an exam. Work or school? Yeah, fail an exam. Normally, school. Yeah. Get into university. Okay, college. Yeah. Get a degree. Yes, if you go to university or college, so you get a degree. Make a course or do a course. If it's a course like this one, media studies, so you say college. Yeah. Decide and choose a career. College. Yeah. Good. Apply for a job or apply for a course. Okay, this is gonna be if you're applying for a job, so it implies work. And if you're applying for a course, it implies college. Have an interview. This could be both too. So if you're applying for a job, probably you have an interview. And if you're applying for a course, you also will have probably, yeah, an interview. Train to be a chef. You go to college to train to be a chef. or if you're a waiter and you're going to be promoted to be a chef in a restaurant, so probably you can do it also at work. Yeah, I'm speculating, right? Now, do unemployed, be unemployed. We say be unemployed, so the only option is work. Be unemployed. And earn money. Earn money. Okay, you earn money when you are working. So this is for work. And this is exercise number 2. Yeah. Now let's go to number 3. It says, complete the sentences. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verb phrases in exercise 1A. So we'll continue with the same verb phrases. Okay, number 1 says, I'm going to be a chef next year. So I'm going to train, probably. No, but train is not here. Okay, so I'm going to do a course, probably. I'm going to, yeah, it must be this one, right? I'm going to do a course, so let's put it in here. Oh, I got lost. Okay. I'm going to do a course to be a chef next year. It's very expensive to get a degree. Okay, get a degree in my country. I was very upset. Oh my god, upset when if you're upset, it's because you fail. Okay, but it says with the correct form of the verb, so it must be in past. Yeah, when I failed my exam. Also here the verb be implies this sentence is in past, so failed. I was very upset when I failed my exam. A lot of people are, because it's many people, yeah, a lot of people are unemployed in my country at the moment. Number 5, I get very nervous when I have, yeah, I get very nervous when I have an interview for a job. To be nervous at an interview is normal. Many of us feel nervous when we have an interview. Number 6, I started. I started earning. Yeah, I started earning money when I was 15. Number 7, when people apply for when people apply for a job in my country, they usually do it online. Number 7, next year I'm going to do a course. Next year I'm going to do a course in something in the evenings. Number 9, I'd like to into university. This is get. I'd like to get into university to study in the USA. And number 10, I choose a career, maybe. Yes, so I choose a career. Yeah. So I choose a career in teaching because I wanted long holidays. Okay, especially this year we are having a very long holiday. Okay, so this is exercise number 3, and I think that, okay, yes, this is all for exercise number 3. Now we'll continue with the listening exercise. Okay, so for the listening, we are going to do these questions first. It says, working person discuss which jobs, careers pay the most money in Colombia. So what are the most expensive training programs we have in Colombia? I don't know. I don't know if probably medicine or probably law, or which one is the most expensive um, training program in our country. It also depends in the what university you are going to apply. Yeah, for example, if it is a private university, so it's gonna be expensive, and if it is a public university, sometimes it's gonna be a little harder to get into that university to study. Public universities. Um, it's money. Is money important to you when choosing a career? So, did you choose your program because you like it or because you're gonna earn a lot of money? So, is important money when choosing a career? What do you think? Um, Sometimes, okay, I remember when I chose my career, I wasn't thinking about money. I was thinking about something that was gonna be useful for my life, and okay, at the end, I realized that it was a very good option also to earn money. And what about you? Um, what else do you look for when choosing a career? So, what are the other characteristics, you can call them like that? So, the other aspects, yeah, it's better. What are the other aspects you take into account when choosing your career? Yeah, did you choose it because somebody told you, or you chose it because you liked it, or did you research before choosing your training program? So what do you do, yeah, to choose your career? And do you have an ideal job? So what is the idea you have of the ideal job? What is it an ideal job for you? Good. After answering the questions, which I'm totally sure you are answering your questions, probably if not mentally, you're going to write them down in a notebook, which I recommend you to do it. We're going to do exercise number 2. It says, listen to two people talking about their careers. Match the people topics 1 to 6 below and write L for Lorraine and M for Martin. So we are going to listen to two people. One of those is called Lorraine and the other is called Martin. And we are going to write L for Lorraine and M for Martin, taking into account these sentences. So which of the sentences belongs to which person? So let's listen and you decide L or M. So here we go.
Unit 13, Recording 2. Lorraine.
When I was young, I didn't see the point of school at all. I hated it, and I failed most of my exams. I found everything boring. I just wanted to leave school and start work. My parents worked hard but didn't have much money. My father was a train driver and my mother worked in a supermarket. I think that from an early age, I knew that I wanted to earn money and have a better life than them. So I left school when I was 16 and started work in the local baker's shop. Just a small place selling bread and cakes and things. I didn't get paid much, but it was a start. I was determined to do well, and after 2 years there, I became the manager of the shop. I loved it, but I realised that I wanted more. So after another 3 years there, I decided to start my own business. I opened a small baker's shop and, well, in the first 10 years of my business, I opened 60 more shops. I worked really hard, really long hours, and my business continued to grow fast, and it is still growing. It's worth over £30 million now. I'm very proud of that.
Martin.
My parents both got into top universities. My father got a degree in engineering and my mother got a degree in maths. I passed all my exams at school with top grades and I also got into a very good university. I got a degree in maths and chose a career in banking. When I was in my 20s, I worked for a large company and earned a lot of money. My parents were very proud of me, of course, but after a few years, I realised I wasn't happy at all. I didn't like my job. It was stressful and boring. I had a wife and 2 small children, but I didn't have any time to spend with them. I was stressed all the time, and I didn't have time to do the things I liked doing. What I really liked was music, playing the guitar mostly. So I left my job, and now I do small concerts and I teach the guitar to earn some money. I have a stress-free life. I can spend time with my family and friends, and I can combine my hobby, the thing I love doing, with work. I don't earn much money, but I don't mind because now I enjoy every day.
Okay, so we're going to listen again. Remember, we have to write L or N according to the sentences. So which sentence belongs to which person? Is Martin or is Lorraine? So let's listen again.
Unit 13, Recording 2. Lorraine.
When I was young, I didn't see the point of school at all. I hated it, and I failed most of my exams. I found everything boring. I just wanted to leave school and start work. My parents worked hard but didn't have much money. My father was a train driver and my mother worked in a supermarket. I think that from an early age, I knew that I wanted to earn money and have a better life than them. So I left school when I was 16 and started work in the local baker's shop. Just a small place selling bread and cakes and things. I didn't get paid much, but it was a start. I was determined to do well, and after 2 years there, I became the manager of the shop. I loved it, but I realised that I wanted more. So after another 3 years there, I decided to start my own business. I opened a small baker's shop and, well, in the first 10 years of my business, I opened 60 more shops. I worked really hard, really long hours, and my business continued to grow fast. And it is still growing. It's worth over £30 million now. I'm very proud of that.
Martin.
My parents both got into top universities. My father got a degree in engineering and my mother got a degree in maths. I passed all my exams at school with top grades, and I also got into a very good university. I got a degree in maths and chose a career in banking. When I was in my 20s, I worked for a large company and earned a lot of money. My parents were very proud of me, of course, but after a few years, I realised I wasn't happy at all. I didn't like my job. It was stressful and boring. I had a wife and 2 small children, but I didn't have any time to spend with them. I was stressed all the time, and I didn't have time to do the things I liked doing. What I really liked was music, playing the guitar mostly. So I left my job and now I do small concerts and I teach the guitar to earn some money. I have a stress-free life. I can spend time with my family and friends, and I can combine my hobby, the thing I love doing, with work. I don't earn much money, but I don't mind because now I enjoy every day.
Okay, so number 1, it says having a lot of money. So who was the person who talked about having a lot of money? Okay, it was Lorraine. Yeah, Lorraine was the one who talked about her business and how much money she raised. Yeah. Now, number 2, having time to spend with family and friends. This was Martin. Yeah. Remember, Martin was working for a big company too, and he was having a stressful life, and now he's having time to spend with his family and friends. Yeah, having a stress-free life, of course, Martin. Yeah. Martin. Having your own business. This is Lorraine. Very good for the ones who did it. Working for a large company. Working for a large company. This was Martin. I told you before. Yeah, he was having a stressful life in that big company. And now combining work and a hobby. Yeah, and this is Martin again. Yeah, he is the one combining his actual work with his hobby. Yeah, so very good for the one. Good. Now we will continue with the second part of this listening exercise. It says, listen again and answer the questions. So here we have some questions. The first 6 questions are for Lorraine. It says, did Lorraine pass her exams at school? So this is a just no question. Were her parents unemployed? Yeah. Did her parents have a job? At what age did she start work? So how old was she when she started working? Did she like her job as a manager of the shop? Oh my God, she began the become she became she became the manager of the shop. So did she like her job? How many shops did Lorraine open in 10 years? And so she also became like a big manager, right? And so how many shops did she had? Did she open in the 10 years? And number 6, how much is her business worth today? So if she decided to sell her business, how much is gonna worth? And we have the other questions, another 6 questions for Martin, and says number 7, what did Martin's parents do get degrees in? So what is the subject Martin's parents studied? What did Martin do his degree in? So what did Martin study? Did he like his job when he worked for a large company? Okay, did he like his job when he worked for a large company? Was he happy at work? Number 10, did he spend a lot of time with his family? Okay, this is another yes no question. And 11, does Martin think that teaching the guitar is stressful? And number 12, would he like to earn more money? Okay, so let's listen again one more time, and you're going to answer these 12 questions. So let's listen.
Unit 13, Recording 2. Lorraine.
When I was young, I didn't see the point of school at all. I hated it, and I failed most of my exams. I found everything boring. I just wanted to leave school and start work. My parents worked hard but didn't have much money. My father was a train driver, and my mother worked in a supermarket. I think that from an early age, I knew that I wanted to earn money and have a better life than them. So I left school when I was 16 and started work in the local baker's shop, just a small place selling bread and cakes and things. I didn't get paid much, but it was a start. I was determined to do well, and after 2 years there, I became the manager of the shop. I loved it, but I realised that I wanted more. So after another 3 years there, I decided to start my own business. I opened a small baker's shop, and well, in the first 10 years of my business, I opened 60 more shops. I worked really hard, really long hours, and my business continued to grow fast, and it is still growing. It's worth over £30 million now. I'm very proud of that.
Okay, sorry. Well, so did Lorraine pass all her exams at school? And the answer she gave was no, she didn't. She wasn't a good student at school, right? She didn't. Um, were her parents unemployed? No, no, they were not. Yeah. Uh, she said that his father was a train driver or something like that, and her mother also had a job. I don't remember exactly. Number 3, at what age did she start work? Okay, it says that she left school and then started working when she was 16, right? When she was 16. Did she like her job as a manager of the shop? Yes, she liked it. Yes, she did it. Good. How many shops did Lorraine open in 10 years? What do you think? You have the answer? She opened 60 more. Yeah, 60 more shops in 10 years. And how much is her business worth now? Okay, I don't remember this answer. Have you got this answer? Okay, my memory is not so good, so let's listen again. I'm going to play just that part.
£30 million now. I'm very proud.
Okay. So it is. What did you listen? Pay attention to this. 30 million, right? 30 million. Wow, that's a lot of money, right? 30 million pounds. That's incredible. That's a lot of money. Good. Now we're going to listen to Martin. Listen to Martin and continue with the other 6 questions.
Proud of that.
Martin.
My parents both got into top universities. My father got a degree in engineering and my mother got a degree in maths. I passed all my exams at school with top grades, and I also got into a very good university. I got a degree in maths and chose a career in banking. When I was in my 20s, I worked for a large company and earned a lot of money. My parents were very proud of me, of course, but after a few years, I realized I wasn't happy at all. I didn't like my job. It was stressful and boring. I had a wife and 2 small children, but I didn't have any time to spend with them. I was stressed all the time, and I didn't have time to do the things I liked doing. What I really liked was music, playing the guitar mostly. So I left my job, and now I do small concerts and I teach the guitar to earn some money. I have a stress-free life. I can spend time with my family and friends, and I can combine my hobby, the thing I love doing, with work. I don't earn much money, but I don't mind because now I enjoy every day.
Okay, so question number 7 says, what did Martin's parents do their degrees in? Okay, he mentioned that his mother did a degree in engineering. Okay, his father engineering. Yeah, just like you. And his mother did a degree in maths. Yeah. Good. What did Martin do his degree in? Okay, he mentioned that he did a degree in maths too, but actually he chose a career in banking, right? Did he like his job when he worked for a large company? These are just my questions, so no, he didn't. Yeah, he was not so happy in that job. Yeah. Did he spend a lot of time with his family? No, he didn't. Yeah. And that was one of the reasons not to continue in that job, right? And does Martin think that teaching the guitar is stressful? No, no, he doesn't. He enjoys it, right? And on the contrary, he enjoys teaching the guitar. And 12, would he like to earn more money? No, not really. No, he wouldn't. Okay, another yes no question. Good. Now, let's continue. Word in pairs and discuss. Which person, Lorraine or Martin, do you think you are most similar to and why? So, according to your personality, who you look after? Lorraine or Martin? Yeah. Which careers are more popular with men? In Colombia, of course. Which careers are more popular with men? Which careers which are more popular with women? Yeah, so what are the training programs that men choose and women choose? And which are more popular with young people? And why do you think this is? If you apply for a job in Colombia, yeah, we are here. If you apply for a job in Colombia, do you normally have an interview? Okay, the question is what happens during that interview? And finally, is it easy or difficult to get a job at the moment? Oh my God, in this moment, okay, well, nobody is really sure what's going to happen, yeah. But before the pandemic, okay, was it difficult? Is it difficult now? Yeah. Are many people unemployed? Okay, this is another easy question to answer. Yeah. So think about these questions and write the answers on your notebooks. Yes, think about your answers. Remember that the tasks are to use, yeah, use the knowledge of English you have. That is the idea for the task. And you have to write in your notebook and read and listen and write and read and listen. And when we have the opportunity, talk. Yeah. Good. So these are the topics. Yeah, these are the topics of this week. I hope you have understood my explanations, and I invite you to check out the activities in Moodle. And if you have any question, remember you can call me or you can write to me. Okay? So thank you very much for listening and see you when I see you. Bye.